beam saw with loading. Second machine is a holster expander. The third machine is a home mag pod machine, CNC, and an nesting base squeaky screw feed machine with loading.
Hi, I'm Sean from Central Joinery, the General Manager. We employ over 40 staff, over 3 factories, and our work varies from commercial to domestic, right through from high-end shop fit-outs to high-end commercial.
Are you one of the 3 largest commercial fit-out contract manufacturers in Auckland?
Yeah, we'll probably be in the top 5. Over the past 3 years, Central Joinery has outgrown our current premises, and we're in the process of building a new factory. We'll be going from 35,000 square feet to 60,000 square feet. We've had Empower in our factory for over 3 years, and what it's done is replaced our timesheets, and also we've used it for live reporting of jobs. We found this very handy in repricing and checking jobs to make sure they're profitable. We also use it for hours spent on variations, and we track those live as well, so that charges can be passed on to the client. We've found replacing timesheets a huge amount of time saving in the office, and it makes the wage day much more pleasurable process for our office lady. We've found the Empower saves a huge amount of time, downtime. We would have had 2 to 3 hours per staff member per week, and that's probably down to a half an hour to an hour maximum. We found that is probably one of the largest gains.
So times 40 men, that's approximately 60,
Yeah,
80
it would have been
additional.
3 hours, and now would be only an hour max, sometimes at least, sometimes only half an hour, and that's just clocking in the jobs.
So that's over 40 men, that's 80 additional production hours for nothing. Yeah.
We've also found Empower to be accurate in the keeping accurate tabs on people's smoker breaks and lunch breaks, and it saved slippage through smoker breaks. That has been very handy, and a huge amount of savings over 40 staff. Yeah, we're currently in the process of looking at scheduling. We will hope to have this implemented in the next 2 to 3 months. We think this will help us work out our workload for the coming months, and also manage our staff levels to suit the workload. We've found the Empower support to be very impressive. Any problem we have is rectified immediately, and through the online help, and we've found this very useful because there's always seems to be some issue that pops up here and there, and they're always sorted out within 24 hours. We've also found Empower to be very helpful in the way of developing new options and things in our reporting. They've always created special reports for us and helped out. This is very handy in the way of finding specific information you may require. We've found our staff have been very aware of allowed times on jobs, and made us in general very accurate in keeping to times allocated. And when there's been an overrun in hours, there's usually been a reason which we've been able to track back. This has been very helpful in finding problems with jobs and tracking back to the cause of these.
Looking backwards, how far of a step backwards would it be to go back to manual time cards?
It would knock us back, going back to the old time cards and clock in, using timesheets and time cards would knock us back 10 to 20% in accuracy of timekeeping. It wouldn't be an option for us to do that. We have found the system to be too valuable to ever go back to the old system.
Turnover approximately in 2010, where does Central sit?
Probably over 10 million.
Yep. So for you, InPower, what was it? Roughly a $20,000 investment?
Yep.
When you look at a $10 million annual turnover, it'd be a number of months for a full payback.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
From a return on investment perspective.
Yeah.
Easy to implement?
Very easy to implement and very easy for the staff to catch on to. We've found that the new staff find it easier than the old staff. And a few of the older guys, it takes a little bit to get their head around it. But within a couple of months, everyone was on board and everyone was happy to run with the new system.
How do you find it for new staff?
Very good.
Yep, so you can tell them by the week how they've gone on jobs, the month, and if you've got a 1 or 2 month trial, you can say, hey, look, you're up to spec or you're not.
Yeah, new staff find it very valuable because they're able to prove themselves and show you what they can do. Whereas otherwise, they would you'd have to see it or hear how good they are. Whereas InPower can prove if they're under time, and then all we need to do is check on quality, etc., to find if someone's up to the task after their trial period.
Right. Equally for very good staff and staff that may be dragging the chain, it's quite easy to get it to recognise the good staff by way of bonus or remuneration wage rate.
Yeah, definitely. We use InPower to pay bonuses and to add put incentives towards jobs to get them done. We'll set a carrot for hours for someone to achieve, and if they achieve it, they'll get a bonus. So we find it very easy to track that, and the guys find it as a good incentive to achieve that.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've found the tech scene module very, very handy for all our installers. It means they have accurate times in and out of jobs, and they can text when they leave a job, text when they get to their next job, and clock in and out each day without having to come to the factory. There's no downtime of sitting in traffic, trying to get back to the factory and leaving a job early. So we've found that to be a huge saving for our installers, not sitting in traffic. They can go straight from home to a job and text in, and leave a job at 5 to 5 and knock off at 5 o'clock and text in.
To just explain how that works, particular staff members' cell phones have numbers. Those numbers are put into InPower management system, so when a text comes in, it goes directly through Microsoft Outlook. It's registered then, and then it goes through into InPower management. So in the InPower management system, it's reported live. You started wages and you start the job, as an example, and that there's no admin required to put times in. It happens automatically.
We have installers all over the country, so this is extremely handy as it saves a large amount of work loading in manual time change forms later on. So we have guys in the South Island who text, clock in and out when they finish jobs. They also do night work, so this is great for that as well, because they can still clock in and out without affecting anyone or having to call up to clock in themselves in and out.
Right. Your pay lady here is Cheryl. I think it's fair to say she likes in-power and the ability to track all the leave reasons and leave type and hours at standard time and time and a half and double time.
Definitely, yeah. All leave is tracked. People's holidays, annual leave is loaded in. Sick days are loaded in, as well as public holidays. So it's very easy to track when people have been at work or away. And the production manager also finds it very handy for checking if people are sick, away sick, or have gone home sick. Because if someone calls in, it's loaded in the morning as away sick.